Stages number 10 hopes to be starts from the second tier. The final turn, and a quick note, hold all tickets.
Ready?
Get your junkie fair food.
Go, Freddie. Go this way. Take a step back.
You gotta walk through it.
Here. And look at it. Look at it.
You gotta walk. Get in there and walk.
Yeah, I found the next area. Go this
Get in
way.
there and walk, Avery. Go, 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 go.
Oh my goodness, you two look. We all look so short. At the top, guys. Go stand up. Stand up. Oh my goodness, stand right here. You look so fat. Chunky boy. How do you get there? There we go. Yeah. This way, Avery. I ain't gonna do it. I was just thinking about it. I did it. The verdict.
On record, my daughter-in-law is trying to get me to say this is good. So
It's good.
the test is going to be here in a second.
Careful, it's hot side.
Hasn't got a tail.
We did have it done. What's thought?
Tastes like a hot banana.
Hot banana. It does taste like hot banana. It's really good. I don't know.
Good though.
It's okay.
It really is good.
That's fire. That's fire.
That is so good.
Let's go ahead and.
Are you drinking all the water, buddy?
You can see like
Yes.
coming out. They probably dipped it in custard and then like froze it and then breaded it and fried it. That's what I'm tasting. It's fire. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I'm working at growing it. Don't have it all figured out, but I'm slowly learning that that's what life's all about.
Good morning and welcome to the vlog. I am sitting in my office right now. It's early in the morning and I'm just having a good day so far. Like I woke up on the right side, feeling good. This medicine is finally like out of my system, or at least for the most part. When I left off the last vlog, literally, I finished out the medicine, and a couple days after that, I literally dealt with like swelling in my legs. I had to just come to work and like prop up on this couch and like put my legs up because they were so swollen. But it feels today like it's completely gone. I still feel like my face is swollen. That could be just because I'm fat. I don't know. My gut still feels swollen. Like that's not great, but I feel like 80% better. So I'm feeling really good today. It's gonna be a good day. One of the biggest questions I get when people find out I work at a church is like, what do you do there? Like what needs to be done at a church? So I get it that like at maybe a really small church, the pastor and the pastor's family usually handles everything, but we are not really a small church. We're not a huge church, but we're not a small church, and there is a lot that goes on here. We're also a very rapidly growing church, so a lot needs to be done on a continual basis to upkeep a lot around here. So when I started, there was pastor, first lady, a secretary, and then me. And the secretary was like slash janitorial, and she did office work and then janitorial work. And she needed to kind of like retire. Her husband was going through some difficulties and health-wise, and like it was just best for them to move on. And so they did that a little bit, maybe like a year after I started. So I assumed some of her administrative roles, and then my wife came on as part-time here at the church to take over the janitorial. So we both work here. I work full-time, she works part-time. I love my job. It is literally the best job for me because it's a little bit of everything that I love to do. I do like administrative type stuff, like computer, software, all those things, like behind the scenes stuff like that. I also love being hands-on and like working in a facility and moving around, being able to move around. A huge part of my job, like my official title, music director. So obviously music I get to do all the time. And then another part of my job is media director. And media it doesn't just cover like, oh, you run your church's social accounts. I run like my church's website, like marketing, anything printed or visual that you see. So like when you walk in, the screens, the stage layout, all that stuff like kind of falls under me. So those types of things. And then just like managing this building too. I always just tell my kids, they ask what I do, and I'm like, I'm the manager basically. So I just kind of manage the building, events being scheduled through the building, like people want to use the building for their events and stuff like that. I do all of that. I do not currently like run the coffee bar anymore, but I still kind of oversee that and make sure it stays functioning. I do a lot of the ordering, online ordering and things for various departments, anything like that. I'm an administrator, music, media, and admin. Those are my 3 like things that fall under me. Used to do a lot more, and let me tell you, I can't do it all. Especially as we've grown, I've had to just kind of like step back and be like, whoa, someone needs to take this. A lot of departments that are up and running now, I've had a hand in helping. Whenever my pastor asks like, hey, we need to get this up and going, I'm kind of the guy he comes to for that. So today, thought I would just take you along with me and show you a day in my life here in the church, all the little things I do, no matter how small, because that really is what makes up my job. So today, obviously, first thing, we gotta get some coffee, so let's go. But in all honesty, before I get coffee, usually, I do go to pray in the sanctuary. We encourage daily prayer here at the sanctuary, and I'll show you our foyer real quick in case you're new here. It's kind of set up when you come here in the main foyer. We have a welcome center right here, and we have 2 kiosks on either side of the welcome center, and basically it's just ready for people to log in and pray at any time. The screen right here lets you know if the sanctuary is open. Sometimes there's events going on in there, cleaning, whatever, and if it's green and it says sanctuary is open, and thank you for your faithfulness in prayer, it lets you know how to log in. You can use the code from your app. It gives you a little QR code in your app, or you can just punch in the last 4 digits of your phone number. So I just come here, I go ba-da-da-da, it pulls up my entire family, and then I just say, I am here, check in, and I'm ready to pray. These screens are also just like announcement screens, just kind of got some loop things on them, reminding people to get involved with our app, to have this to invite someone to church. We have those cards right over there. They're like invite cards. We private stream our Sunday morning sessions, and we let people know like they're available in the app. It's just a hello screen basically, and then you can go on in and pray. The sanctuary at all times looks like this. So part of my job is keeping these screens running, and it appears the program has crashed, which happens from time to time. So I'm gonna get that back up and running. Talking quiet in case there's someone in here praying. But let's get this back up and running. So we have just like a daily prayer thing right here. It's just a rotating screen that triggers a playlist of music that's like 6 hours long. But we just trigger that, triggers the screens and the music at the same time. And there we go. Okay, so after I pray, the very next thing is always coffee, always. So yesterday we have our new fall flavors, which hold on, y'all gotta see this because I really ate this graphic up. All my graphic people tell me, is that not, like, I did that, right? Like, that's like pro level, right? I mean, I guess technically I am a professional, but like, that's like corporate professional level. I feel like you would see this like on like Starbucks. Drop it in the comments. Did I do better than Starbucks? I feel like I did. I feel like I ate it up. Anyway, the fall flavors are launching this weekend. And as you saw, we have banana bread. You know, I'm obsessed. White macadamia mocha. I'm not crazy about. You should try it if you attend this church or whatever and you're coming here. Try it. It's good. I personally like just like a macadamia latte, no white chocolate in it, no mocha. It's better to me. But I'm not crazy about the sweet. Then we have a caramel apple frappuccino. That's for the kids. Like, it's just sweet and appley. Like it's fine. It tastes like one of those. Do you ever heard of those suckers when you were a kid? That's like caramel apple. It kind of tastes like that. The apple caramel macchiato. That one, fire. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that this morning. So let's make that. So a macchiato traditionally means marked. the word in Italian means marked. You take their shot of espresso and then mark the top of it, which is like a dab of cream, like foam. America's kind of twisted that backwards, and we kind of mark our cream with a little bit of coffee, but traditionally it's meant to be unstirred. So you put your syrup and your milk right here, ice, and then you go shot on top. Look how beautiful. Gorgeous, stunning, the vibes, you know. This gets called for the salted caramel on the top. Boom, just like that. This drink is fire. This drink is fall in a cup. Can I have a sip lid for this one? This is how a macchiato should be served. If someone asks for it upside down, that means they don't want to stir it themselves and they want the barista to stir it. And let me just give you a little tip. It's basically a latte. There's a small, slight difference in ratios, but that's basically a latte. If you ask for an upside down macchiato, you're basically asking for a latte. But no judgment, do you. Do what makes you happy. That's what we should all do, especially with coffee. Ah, so good. You wouldn't think that like apple and espresso work together, but wow, they really do. They really do. So we're caffeinated. Next, I do have some packages that came in. These are actually for the coffee bar, so let's go ahead and get those open and put away. I think this is just, I need a knife. If anyone wants to send me a really cool knife, reach out. Pumpkin. So we pretty much exclusively use Monin for all of our coffee syrups, but Monin has 3 flavors that are absolute trash. That being spiced brown sugar, spiced vanilla, and spiced pumpkin pie. Whatever they put in their spiced tastes like butt. It's terrible. So we tried it last year. Everyone hated it. This came highly recommended, and we ordered it this year and tested it out in our testing, and we really loved it for the pumpkin spice latte. So we did go with Torani. They won for this. And actually, this is a little secret. Our banana bread syrup is mixed in a bottle from Monin that says banana, but it is mostly Torani syrup inside that. We mixed up our own concoction for that. So don't tell anybody, but yeah, Torani also is kind of winning this year in the fall flavors, but hey, we're here, it's okay, no judgment. Anyway, this came in. There should be in this other box a pump because it didn't come with one and I had to order one. Whisks. Hey, there it is. More shaker cups for the coffee bar. I'm gonna open everything and get all the trash put in here. These are cool little whisks. They use pressure points right here to whisk. Put it in a cup. All right, so I got all that put up. I'm just gonna take this trash out now. Friday's the day that our trash comes, so I'm gonna try to get this out there before the trash comes, actually. Okay, yeah, I beat them, so we're still pretty full right now. Whoops. Ugh, the flies are terrible. Okay, so that's done. Normally, I would need to go to the store for the weekend, but the lady who just runs the coffee bar actually just texted me and said that she would go. So I'm just gonna give her my church card. Half of my day literally is just spent walking because this place is just huge. Also, my job just involves putting up a lot of signs and moving signs around. So we have this sign that lets guests know on Sunday morning that we don't allow drinks in the auditorium, because most church people know that, but some people still just come and try to do it. Anyway, we put that sign up on Sunday. Then the sign gets moved over here during the week because I've got a few people who think that the coffee bar is like a, hey, come make yourself a coffee. It's not. It is a, you have to be trained to work in there. And if you're not approved to be in there, you can't be in there. And some people can't grasp that. So pastor had to announce it and be like, hey, you can't go in there and just take stuff and yada yada. Some people were paying, but still yet they're not a trained barista. That's a very expensive machine to just be going in there and tinkering with. So we put up a sign. I was like, stay out. And it's helped. Yesterday, my job was literally making all these signs. Just like out of order signs, no flushing signs. I won't let you read all that. But the things that people think is okay to flush down toilets in the women's bathroom, if you know what I mean. Out of order signs, prayer room signs, room reserved signs, staff cleaning signs. People, my wife will be in the sanctuary just like vacuum away, cleaning, and people will just come in and start praying. Nothing wrong with people praying. But like that just makes us immediately feel like, oh, like you just like run out, like just. So we try to open the prayer rooms if we're cleaning. So we have signs. Anyway, I had to make a lot of signs in my job. Pretty good at it now. So next on the agenda are all of our doors have these code things on them, and they can store like 30 codes, which is really great because you don't have to worry about keys, things like that. You just give people a code. So I have a master code, pastor has a master code, and first lady has a master code. Every door, okay, we can get in. Those are our private codes. No one else has them. Well, my wife has mine, but no one else has those codes, and that's how we can get in everywhere. Then there is a master programming code on every door. It's the same code. To change codes on a door, like if there's a new Sunday school teacher, you need to change that out, you have to have the master programming code. But that means you have the master programming code to everything. So when the Sunday school department changes out teachers, the Sunday school director wants to just be able to change that, which I agree, he should be able to, because then otherwise I would have to change it all the time. But if he has that code, then he has like access to pastor's office and the secretary office where like safes are. And not that we don't trust people, but it's just, you know, legally, like we have to, you know, who has codes and things like that. So he needs access. So I have to change the master programming code on the offices so that the rest of the doors can stay the same. So that's literally, it's just a bunch of programming that I have to do today. I have the codes memorized, but I don't have like the sequences to change stuff like that memorized. So I gotta find that and start on that because it needs to be done because he needs to set codes for new teachers. We're starting a new Sunday school quarter, so that's gotta get done like ASAP. Welcome to my den of secrets. Just kidding. This is just where I keep all my paperwork. I found it that fast, that's crazy. So now I just have to sit here and study it and figure out how to do what I'm about to try to do. I only have to do it on 3 doors, so. Okay, so it looks like the quickest way to do this is to factory reset and then add the codes back in that I need. Make sure the door is unlocked. Press and hold the program button until you hear one long beep. It says approximately 30 seconds. But I ain't heard nothing yet. Nothing happened. Let's try locking it and see. Hey, it worked. Okay, cool. Cool. Fantastic. Okay. So now I have to re-add a new programming code. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's like 9 o'clock now. I had to go get the fam bam because Jen's gonna work today and get her cleaning done. We're gonna try to take Saturday off since we're leaving for Summit. Just wanna honestly pack and just kind of get the house ready before Sunday, because Sunday we're gonna have to get everything ready for that week since we're leaving like early Monday morning. So we're just running to the bank and then we're gonna get to the church and launch back in. Okay, so this was super confusing. I'm back to this because I thought I factory reset it, but it didn't delete any of the codes. So I don't know. I gotta keep working on this. Jump still ain't working, so I'm gonna have to do some research and see a video of someone doing it, because it says to hold the program button until it beeps, and it ain't beeping. Okay, maybe I'm crazy. I watched online. I'm doing it exactly right. It's just not working. So I'm just gonna delete all codes, change programming code, and that essentially does the same thing as a factory reset. It's just 2 steps instead of 1, but it's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna get it done. Okay, now I gotta change my first lady's. This is her office. Boom. She like gray, I guess, and a little bit of pink. So this door has a drop box on the back of it so that people can leave money, tithes, etc. That's why only certain people can have access to this room. So I just gotta wipe this one and reset it too. Done with this one. Moving on to pastor's door. Show you all my pastor's office. This is it. This is really cool. He has pins of everywhere he's been on these maps. He's been a lot of places. Anyway, this is his office. He's got a library up there, and you don't want to be in those seats ever. So now I just got to go to every other door and remove a couple codes, but I'm not going to show you that because it's going to take forever. So I had to change the battery on the nursery door. The nursery door has the most codes in it because all the mothers have a code to it, which is nursery. When I changed the battery, it factory reset the entire lock. So I have to reach out to all the mothers and get all the codes to put back in. So I gotta do that. Sup, Sai?
Don't vlog.
Don't vlog you? I can't vlog you? Why? Dang. Okay, so I text all the mothers while I wait on them to all text me back. I gotta make another coffee. Fire. Perfect timing. All of the moms just actually got back with me really fast, so I'm able to put all of these codes in. They're probably all really excited because their codes were like 8 digits before, and now I told them they can choose a shorter one if they want, and almost all of them choose a shorter one. So I just gotta add all these codes now. The more I do it, the more I memorize the program codes and the programming numbers. So that actually went really fast because I was just like, I looked like a hacker. Okay, so now I need to start resetting my office. This has been in here for a minute because I was using it for a speaker for rehearsals, but we're not having any rehearsals or like learning new music for vocals. We're not learning any new music in September because September is a crazy month. What's on my nose? So I can put it up. I need to do that and kind of just reset my office real quick. So. Okay, next to the green room. This part stays pretty clean, but this part, my kids and me have had our way with it. So I just need to, this is all coffee bar stuff. This is the stuff that goes in here, but it's a wreck. So I gotta clean that up. Next big thing that I have to stay on top of is battery management. We obviously have a lot that uses batteries. So we try to use these rechargeable ones because that adds up. These we can recharge and reuse. So the only thing is if I don't stay on top of it, people will grab those because these aren't ready. So I have to stay on top of this and make sure they're charged up and ready to go. So you just gotta pop them in these and then plug these into the wall. I still haven't made it to the coffee stuff yet, but Next, I gotta go do these no flushing signs in the bathrooms and replace like the little air fresh things that go off constantly. It's not that heavy. So we basically have these things. It's called Aroma 360, and it's got an oil canister on it and then a pipe that feeds right into your AC. And I think I've showed it before on the channel, but it's in the back here. That thing right up there. And the fact that it's red tells me that it's empty. So we're just gonna go refill this canister. It lasts about a month, 3 to 4 weeks usually. When we first got it, it lasted like 3 months because we didn't have it running as often, but just busier schedules at the church, it just needs to be on, so have to turn it up. But we get a shipment every month from this company. They send us these bottles of the fragrance that we chose, and you just refill the canisters. This is Jen's cleaning closet, by the way, where she keeps all of her supplies. You just refill the canisters with these bottles. It smells so good. It's the best smell. We use this one called Smooth Operator. Basically, they exist for like hotels and stuff like that. How a hotel smells like a hotel, like you go into a hotel, it smells, this smells like a hotel. Well, they have signature scents that they use through companies like this. These companies like supply all like big hotels and stuff like that, but they smell fantastic. We've gotten so many compliments on the smell. I just keep those full and I check them. I have a reminder on my phone that goes off ever so often to just check it and refill it. It's back here, and this one is reachable. I can reach it. It says that it's full, but I'm gonna go ahead and check it anyway because it can lie sometimes. Completely full. That's not good. It was shut off. Okay, so the women's bathroom. I need to do a few things in here. Hold that. Empty? Okay, cool. There's 3 in this bathroom, and then we put signs on the inside of the door that says no flushing. I think I already talked about that, but they get ripped down from time to time. Gotta put them up again. It's lunchtime, so I'm heating up lunch for the kids right now, and then I need to get all of the coffee bar stuff moved before I go to the other building, and I need this thing to help me move everything. The other day, Pastor came and found me, and he's like, I don't know whose idea it was in the storage room to take all those boxes, and I thought he was mad at me. He's like, and put labels on them that says what's in this box. And I just looked at him, he's like, that was a good idea. You just saved me a lot of time. I'm like, shut up. It was actually Jen's idea. She's like, you should print these things right here. What's in this box? And then just list everything in the box. That way when people come in here, they're like, every single box has it on there. What's in this box? You're looking for something, you ain't got to dig through boxes. It's there. It's easy peasy. Okay, so now I'm gonna go put all this up. Everybody just ate lunch. We had leftover chicken noodle soup. It was fire. Put some hot sauce in that junk. Let's get this to the back. It's back here. This is behind the stage. Like that's access to the drum. That goes up to the balcony. Not the balcony, the baptistry. But right here is all of the coffee bar storage. So I need to find space for all those basically. Okay, I somehow fed it all. It's pretty full right now. That's the only thing I couldn't unpack. It's 12-ounce paper cups, and as you can see, we're pretty full. I think they got double ordered, so we're stocked for quite a while. We've got to go through all those before we can get to that box, but everything's pretty neatly organized. I try to keep it that way. It gets out of hand pretty quick, but I try to stop back here like once a month and just make sure it's staying that way. I kind of have to do that in every room, honestly. It just gets out of hand really fast. And I get it, like, people don't work here, they don't stay here. Like, they're here quickly, I'm here all the time, so it just makes sense. Anyway, I gotta get all these boxes out to the dumpster now, but I need to break them down first. Okay, so now all I really have left to do is kind of shift from facility stuff to my music stuff and get ready for Sunday. That you guys have seen before, but just mostly making sure that the schedule is ready, that singers are placed, robes, all those things, set lists are printed, mic assignments, screens, the normal. Jen's in the sanctuary right now cleaning in there, and I'm gonna go ahead and run in there while it's open from prayer and grab the check all the chairs, make sure they're lined up and ready. We're just having one service this weekend. It's Labor Day weekend, so most people are leaving for Summit. Our church puts on the Kingdom Kids part of it. Well, we don't put it on. We do all of the sets for Kingdom Kid. We do all of the sets for Kingdom Kids. So it's built by our church, and we supply it. And we come and we set it up. And I think a lot of our people sometimes work in that group maybe during it, and then we tear it all down and bring it back. So it's always one service Labor Day weekend. People have plans. A lot of people are out of town. So just kind of do it low key. We just do the service, a morning service, and that's it. No lunch, no normal 1 p.m., all that. So it's going to be pretty low key this weekend. So we just got to get it ready for that. Got restocked for the singers green room. We try to keep like lozenges in there for people's throats, because we be singing, you know, and especially now that we're going into sick season, just want to have those. My kids left their scooters in here and cups. My mom showed up and was like, come with me, and they were like, we don't like y'all, so they left. It happens a lot, actually, more than you would think. So, Luden, wild cherry, Ricola, cherry, Ricola, lemon mint. Ricola. I've never had the Ricola cherry, so restocked. So we're at McAllister's, and once again they say, can I get a name for the order? And I say Seth. Clearly Seth, Sean, I guess. They just can't get it right here. They just can't. Anyway, we're done at the church. Well, I'm not done. I got a few more things to do, but I'm gonna just come back in the morning. I got a haircut, so I'll just go do that and then go get my haircut. She done. How do you feel that you're done?
So great.
Jen's not in the mood today. Sorry, vlog. She ain't giving nothing. But that's it. But I'll still vlog a little bit in the morning and show you the rest of what I gotta do. It's the next day, and it's like 6:52 a.m. And yes, I'm wearing the same thing because I have to go get a haircut right after this. I'm gonna be here for like 2 hours and then getting a haircut, which means I'm gonna be covered in hair. So I threw the same thing on. Basically what I need to get done this morning is all the little detail stuff, like mics, robes, just planning center stuff, loops. I gotta meet with someone in the band to run over a song. We're doing Release the Sound. Y'all remember that by like Tasha Cobbs? We did it like when it was big, but we haven't done it in a while. I don't know, I just kind of felt to do it this weekend, pull it out. Everyone knows it. I mean, it's not that hard of a song, but one of our band members is new, so he asked if he could meet me and run over it this morning, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll be there. So I gotta do that. Just a few small things, get things ready. I'm gonna go pray real quick, and then we can make some cash. So now we just need to get some coffee. Coffee. Look at this. Fire! Oh my god, that's actually so good. Oh, I can do a lot of things with some coffee in my hand. Coffee in me. Get that coffee in me. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you continually see me act like that. All right, so now I'm in my office. It's a little bit of a wreck, like on my desk, really. That's really it. So I'm gonna clean that. And then most of the work I need to do is just like on my computer. So I just want to clean space before I get started with that. Okay, this looks much better, much more put together. So now I've got, perfect. I've got like 2 hours to get all my junk done. Okay, so here's where we keep our robes. Right inside each robe is a name tag, because the robes are all different sizes. Not so much in the shoulders, a little bit, but mainly length. Guys are like a certain amount of inches, and then ladies are different inches depending on how tall they are, so that it's not one size fit all, basically. So they have names in there so I know whose is who. So before I just grab all the names, I actually line them up in the order that they're going to be standing. That way you don't have to like search through. It just makes sense. Like if I'm first, my rope's going to be first, if that makes sense. I don't know if the singers even notice that I do that, but I do that. If you're a singer at NLT and you have never noticed that I line them up in the order that you're supposed to be standing, please comment and let me know, because I want to know if anyone notices that. Okay, so this is the multi-purpose room. It's the room right off the sanctuary where the singers put on their robes and get ready. So we have just like this little rack in here, and then now they're perfectly hanging in order of how the group is standing. I would bet most of them don't know that I line them up that way, but if I didn't, they would notice, because they probably are so used in their brains to grabbing their robe from the same spot. Because most singers kind of stand in the same position. Like Jen is always on alto 3 if she sings. First Lady's always on alto 1. And then just depending on who else is on, a few people have to switch. But like most people have their spot where they stand and it don't change. So I bet if it wasn't in order, they would notice. But I bet they don't notice. That's my prediction. We'll see. Singer mics. So here's the arrangement. I just usually pop it right here, so when they're coming to grab their mics, they know what to get. Just use a little bit of gaffer tape for that. Well, look who it is. It's Ms. Nye. What are you doing here? What are you doing
They're
here?
trying to make me move, I'm trying to avoid it.
What?
They're trying to make me move, I'm trying to avoid it. Sorry, no.
So
guys.
she ain't changed. Still lazy. Anyway.
Oh, I thought she was ready to jump out.
Who? Jenny here.
Where's she at?
Home?
Oh, that's the only reason I came in here. Love you. You have dust on you.
Yeah, because you just touched me, Dusty. Look at that. Why she walk like that? I'm all ready for Sunday now. I'm gonna go have rehearsal. Oh, stretch. And that's it. So, I hope you guys know what I do now, because that's what I do pretty much. So, next week, we'll see a summit vlog. We'll see you then, guys. Bye.